gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to yet another episode of the Ugly Money Podcast. I am your host, Ugly Money Nietzsche. And we got a very special guest in the building today.
Indeed.
Actor. Grammy-nominated songwriter. Hitmaker. Producer. A man of a lot of hats. That means he's getting a lot of checks. Consultant extraordinaire. Ladies and gentlemen, a legend in his own right if you was a hustler anywhere in the past 2 decades. Show your love one time for Kid Shine.
You did.
I try to give you that player intro.
Listen, I thought I had a good intro. They just did for me at the Memphis Grizzlies game. I just did the New Year's Eve halftime show for the Memphis Grizzlies.
Yes, sir.
I just got back, and I thought he did a good intro.
I try.
That was a fire intro, man. I like that, man.
Try. You know, I got a homeboy, man. Real quick before we get to the good stuff, I got a homeboy from Virginia. I grew up with him. I knew him since high school. He's one of the biggest Kid Shine fans I ever known.
Word, tell him I appreciate it. Seriously.
Arctic Freeze, man.
Arctic Freeze.
His name is Arctic Freeze, and he told me to ask you, have you tried Mezcal Casamigos yet?
Hey. Hey.
Do you know who that is?
Hey. Okay. First of all, shout out to Arctic.
Yeah, shout out to Freeze.
Shout out to Freeze. Second of all, that is on my to-do list.
You gotta try.
Like that. Listen, that's on my to-do list. Like on some tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? Like on tomorrow vibes. Like I was gonna try to bring the New Year in with it, but I didn't get a chance to.
Yes, sir.
I didn't get the. They didn't have it at the Memphis store that I went to. I've been looking for that thing. So yeah, I'm gonna get that because I said to him, I told him that I felt like, you know, my favorite was the was not the Reposado, but the I'm losing my. It's not the Reposado, but the Anejo. The Anejo to me is the best one to me. And so I'm telling everybody that. So he comes and he says that it's the Muka. You know what I mean? So I got a bet going with him right now.
There it is.
I'm gonna see what's gonna happen.
Shouts out Arctic Freeze, man. That's my day one guy. It's my day one guy.
That's dope, man.
I remember, us in like high school, and he's like, man, it's Krispy song, man. He was a Kid Shine. He's been a Kid Shine fan forever, man. So let's start from the beginning, though.
All right, bet.
Who was Kid Shine before Kid Shine was Kid Shine?
Well, I guess really I've always been Kid Shine, like in a sense of like this is what God already called me to do, like, you know what I mean. But like before that, I used to have this clothing store in the mall in Memphis. And it was just a popping store.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean, the store was just popping, and it was kind of like how like let's say exclusive game or like the vibe is out here. That's what it was there. So I kind of started my thing there. Like when my store was popping, like 8-Ball, MJG,
come on,
Penny Hardaway, and them guys used to come in the store and shop with me.
I've heard of those guys before.
Yeah, indeed. So those dudes, kind of T. Draper, Ernest Draper. Those people kind of, I was young hanging around those guys, and those guys kind of gave me the game on the business of music.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes,
so
sir.
I've always been around. Isn't it like how gotta have people in your life early that was meant to inspire you to take you to a higher you. And when I was 14 and I left North Memphis. We left North Memphis because my stepdad had got on crack.
Yes, sir.
And he was a resident manager and he was taking for his rent money.
Ooh.
So one day somebody came through our door with them choppers because their rent money was smoked up.
Wow.
So my mom just moved and left everything and moved to East Memphis down the street from this school called Overton. It was a school of performing arts.
Okay.
So in this school, my homeboy was Eric Gales. Eric played this backwards strat guitar, and he was cold with. He was young, but the man had a record deal at the time, and he was he would go play on our senior hall and stuff like that while I'm in high school. So it was like God had people around me early to show me that it was feasible and that it was possible. The things that I was thinking on the inside.
Yes, sir.
So it really my first. I've been doing demos and doing some kind of music related thing or some type of broadcast radio type of vibe ever since high school. So, it was like, I just had to figure out how to do the business, you know what I mean? And when I got hanging around, had that store and hanging around T. Draper and them, I'm seeing 8-Ball and MJG and doing their thing. And I'm like, okay, this is feasible as well. So, when you get people in your life that inspire you and take you to a higher you just kind of like, it kind of gives you that faith. You know what I mean?
No, facts, big facts, big facts. Now, I have another random question. You're from Memphis.
Yeah.
How in the world can you say music?
Music. Music.
Hey, you're the first person from Memphis
Music.
that I've ever talked to that can say the word music. You know what I'm saying? And not music.
No,
you know?
music. Nah, listen. There's a school in Memphis called Sheffield, right?
Okay.
My brother ended up graduating from there, and Sheffield does not have an R in it. But when people say they go to Sherfield, they say Sherfield.
Yeah.
It's Sherfield. And if you want to get some miracle, it's a nurkle or a pirkle. Like that's that's Memphis.
That's the lingo.
That's just how, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, the dialect.
Yeah, or like, you know what I'm saying? You don't say that, you know, like in the couch, like the couch is the couch, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, you know how it is. It's just a dialect.
How did
it's just like how y'all say out here apartment.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Apartment. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's just like, you know what I mean? Like, it's just
music.
Music.
Do you say milk too, or just is
milk?
it milk?
The milk. It's the milk. Talking about the milk. You got the milk. Yeah, it's the milk. Yeah.
Nah, man, I've always been, crazy story, I got signed to 8 Ball of MJG in 2014.
Wow.
As an artist. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that. I just skip over that sometimes.
Yeah.
But so they were very influential in my career when I was a rapper.
Yeah.
And to go to Memphis and being on Orange Mound with Ball and everything, and to being exposed to it, just actually being out there for the first time, and I'm like, wow, these people when someone is from Memphis. It's like New Orleans has them accents.
Yes.
Memphis has them accents. Baltimore, there's certain spots that like, wait a minute. You can't.
Yeah. When Baltimore be saying, do. What you do. Let me do.
Nah, facts, man. Now, when did you realize that music was it for you?
Man, like, it was, I was a late bloomer in life, but like, I felt like, let's see here, man, like, it's just like, it's something.
Yeah.
You know something is happening. But like, it was 1998, I started my own record label, Diamond Cut Entertainment. My little brother had the talent. So we both had it, but I was like, let me put the money in you.
Okay.
And really, that's when it started. Selecto Hits was, in Memphis.
Yes, sir.
So like, once again, like the people or the things around me. I'm around Johnny Phillips, and rest in peace to Wes Phillips. He just passed away. But I'm around these people, and I got my own distribution deal. So it kind of started from there. Putting out my brother's group at the time, LI, they was like more hip hop vibes or whatever, more like kind of had Cash vibes, and Memphis was kind of more 3 6 Mafia vibes at the time. So it wasn't well received, but I bought a lot of lessons from that. But see, here's the thing, man. Like, what I learned in life is you can't get in your own way. So I'm doing the independent thing for like a few years or whatever, trying to sell some records with my little brother, and I'm not really working, but I had a meeting with Dino Del Valle.
Okay.
Dino was the A&R that signed Cash Money to that $30 million deal. A friend of mine brought Dino by my house while he was in Memphis to sign Player Fly.
Shouts out Player Fly.
Player Fly. So he bring him through my crib, and then when they come through my crib, I'm trying to push my brother's group. The dude didn't really like my brother's group, but at the same time, he dug my vibe. He was like, "You ever come to New York, man? Look me up." So immediately, I had a female that gave me some buddy passes, and I flew up to Memphis.
Yeah, it is.
And I flew from New York. And my first meeting, like anybody else, when you first go up there, you think you're gonna get, you think you're finna do a deal or something finna happen or whatever. So I was thinking the same way. So I'm having a meeting with Dino in New York, and I'm up there, and I'm playing new music that my brothers we done made or whatever and stuff like, and he wasn't feeling none of it. So I said, okay, well look, I know this dude feeling me. I'm finna just play a tape with an instrumental, and I'm gonna just bump for him. So I get ready to put the tape on, right? And I put it on as a tape. I play the beat. When I play the beat, before I can get a bar out, he was like, yo, whoa, how much you want for this beat? At that time, I hadn't even sold beats. I didn't know what selling beats was. He was like, because I used to get my beats free from my little youngers around the way. So I'm like, what do you mean you sell a, He's like, how much you give me for the beat? He said, I give you $5,000 for the beat. I was like, $5,000 for the beat? Oh, it's it. It's sold. I went back home and got more beats from the same young dudes that I had. I'm grabbing his beats. So I'm like, shit, I'm selling these hoes up here. And then I said, can you plug me some more people like you? So he plugged me with my boy D. D was over at Rough Riders, D&Y, and I ended up doing selling them a beat for a record they had for the artist Jersey Monet that featured DMX, and I got a 10-song deal with Rough Riders. So I had some beats sold to Universal Music, and I had some beats sold to Rough Riders. Went to L.A. my first trip, met with a Universal Music publishing A&R, and had showed him the 2 deals that I had. They gave me a publishing deal for that producer that I had. Well, the producer I had was Drumma Boy.
Wow.
You know what I mean? So
Hold on. Wow.
Yeah.
just like.
Shout out to Chris Ghost. Shout out to Drumma.
So Drumma was just some little young.
Same Wayne.
Yeah, Drumma was just some young kid around the way back then.
Just, going to Cordova, man, hard as hell on the beach. You know what I'm saying? And I'm like, yo, this dude's hard. So I'm like, so I ended up selling his beats, and like I said, I just happened to play his beat. You know what I mean? They blowing you up now. But I just happened to play a beat, and I'm selling the beats or whatever. And then I ended up getting a publishing deal based on this beat. I couldn't even turn on the drum machine. I didn't know how to even, but I ended up getting some money off of it. So then it was like, okay. So then I came back to Memphis and started signing all the artists that had like a buzz or I already had a street buzz. So at the time, it was a young artist that had he had put like one little tape out, and it was cool in North Memphis, but it wasn't like all the way like this. He went on the radio yet, nothing like that. But I thought he was dope, so I signed him. That was Yo Gotti.
Hold on, man. We're gonna do a lot of these. Some young guy named Yo Gotti.
Yeah,
man.
Mario, shout out to Yo Gotti. And so I got him. I got Skinny Pimp. Skinny Pimp was like my older anchor artist.
Wow.
And then I had got Criminal Man. I did an album with Gangsta Black and Skinny Pimp together. And that was like Rap Hustles. That was my label. So
yes,
and I took that money I got from Universal Music Publishing, signed those dudes up, started putting out records independently through Selecto Hits, and started making some money. That's when the music game was super good, because it's like you could take 30,000 CDs, press them up yourself, a pen and pixel,
yes, sir,
and then take them just to a distributor and get $6 a record,
come on,
minus the returns. And they would, like 10% returns. That's how my deal was. So I go sell Johnny 30,000 of Skinny Pimp records up front at $6 a record. Like, you know what I'm saying? And really would get that check. I really would go up there and right in my backyard in Memphis, go get that money. So it was like, and then we did the deal with TVT. We shouldn't have did a deal with TVT, but I was trying to grow so fast, and at that time, Yin Yang Twins and Lil Jon was doing their thing up there, and they was one of the only record labels in the South that was messing with the South music.
Okay, yeah.
So I went up there and did a straight distribution. I drove my tour bus. I had a rap tour bus with Yo Gotti, Criminal Man, me, everybody on it, and I drove that bunch. Drove it to TVT. Steve Gottlieb, he's the CEO of TVT. He comes down and like, this is beautiful. We're gonna do a deal. So we do a distribution deal. So that's when it got tricky, though. We put out a few other Yo Gotti's Life album through them, and then we put out Skinny Pimps, Pimpin' and Hustling through them, and like one more project. We ended up doing like 300,000 records. Wow! But bro, like the finance, the accounting was so. It was just like, bro, it was crazy. So that's when Lil Jon was going through that thing with them too. So I'm like suing and going through that thing. And then my business partner at the time, he had caught a case down in Memphis. So it was like Steve knew we was in a tight spot. And I said, you know what, I'm gonna do my own thing. There it is. Put out my own music or whatever. And then I ended up putting out the Respect My Fresh song and Stunner Frames and I Be Everywhere, and those songs got me the leverage to get me my own deal, and I ended up signing with Universal Music and Sylvia Rome in 2007, and that's when the So Krispy came and all that.
Sir.
You know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
So that's how it started. So that's pretty much how I got to.
You know what's crazy about you is you seem like the ultimate hustler. You seem like a person that may see an opportunity that no one else sees. I see that tiny sliver in this door. Yeah, and you gonna bust through it and
I'm running through the hole. Just like when I used to play football, they used to say, "Don't come through the line tipping."
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? Like you come through that 2 or that 3 hole, you gotta hit that hole.
Better hit that motherfucker.
You gotta hit it. So it's like the people that like to succeed, they recognize the void and they feel it. If it's not a Starbucks right down the street, it's gonna be one. If this area, if there's no Starbucks, I'm telling you, it's gonna be one. If it's gonna be a Popeyes, it's gonna be, you know what I mean?
Yes, sir.
Because they're looking for the spots where it's not. And I think that's the people in life that win. Another
fill it in the gaps.
Fill the gaps in. You just got to fill the gaps in, like, you know what I mean. So
such and such. I told you that. That's what we do. We fill in the gaps.
Just you filling the gaps in or whatever, bro. Because like, I'll give you an example, and this is a sad one to talk about, but I'll break it down in a little hip hop history, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so Jay-Z is definitely like top 5, right?
Facts.
Okay, but when Jay-Z dropped Reasonable Doubt, he was overshadowed because Tupac and Big was big.
Exactly.
And he, even though this is a billionaire to this day, he's a billionaire right now. But that billionaire dropped that classic album and could not get no room because it was too many. It was too many big stars. So when those big stars died, that's when the gap came, and he hit the hole. He hit the hole. He hit it hard. It happens every time when a independent artist goes major. Like they'll come out independent, and they come major, whatever stuff. So now they ain't running around the town no more. Now they moving around the whole world.
Yeah.
So while they not in the streets no more, the same streets that they was in, it's somebody else coming up in them same little gaps. About one person's peaking, another person's creeping, working while they sleeping.
Yeah, it is.
So every time that cycle keeps happening. Just like in Memphis, it's like okay, so now Dolph is gone. So there's a gap.
R.P. Dolph.
Definitely R&P, one of the realest to ever come out of Memphis, the king of Memphis. Besides BB, it's a lot of kings in Memphis, but that's one of them. Dolph is one of them for certain. But it's a gap there.
Yes, sir.
So that gap that's there, because people we consume this music, bro. We consume it. So it's like if we ain't getting it from this person, we gonna get it. It's like the streets. It's like if as soon as this plug get popped, it's gonna be another one that's coming right behind it. So that's just the game that we in. So if you can recognize a void or see the game, sometimes people be mad when they sit on the sideline when they ain't getting that shine. But sometimes it's good to be on the sideline because when you on the bench and you watching the game, you seeing like, damn, if he just do this right here, I could get in and do this and it'll work. Now, you know what I mean? So so that sometimes it's good to be on the sideline to be able to see, not to be in that hot seat, to be able to see what's going on and be able to fill those gaps. Because the people that like to succeed, they're gonna recognize them voice,
yes, sir,
and they're gonna feel it.
Yes,
and
sir.
the person who feel them first is called, if they call it in marketing, call it FTM. It's first to market. So whoever, like I remember when they had those boards, not the one wheels they got now, but it was just the hoverboards back in the day.
Yeah.
I had them Johns. Listen, I was ordering them from what's that overseas? I forget what they call them. Yeah, which is Alibaba. Man, I was ordering them Johns so fast and ordering them first and getting them in. I sold one of them it was African about one of those boards for me because I had it early. I sold one of them just such and such for $1,600 because it was brand new, and I just had it first. I had them first. I had paid $300 for it. You know what I'm saying? But I had my son walk up there with me when we was going to Papado. We met me in Papado over there on Windy Hill. And I told my son, man, hold this now. Hold it tight like you don't want to let it go. And he go up there, $1,500. But it was a void. There was a void there. And if anybody who had a void, like you're gonna get the money because you first to market and you recognize the void. So to me, I just try to recognize where the holes is at. And then try to bust my move. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You know what I mean?
No, that is that's an effective way to make you some money. You know, I've always tried to do that myself. You know, I'm like, if I remember when I did parties, if everybody's doing a Saturday night party, and everybody's doing a Thursday night party, well, why am I going to try to do a Saturday night party and compete with everybody? Let me just do Friday.
Yeah,
and I'm on this island by myself.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying?
Ain't no traffic in that lane.
I ain't got to worry about nobody undercutting me. I want to do Friday. Like all y'all want Saturday? You know what I'm saying? Like if everybody on the block is selling Percocets, nigga sells Xanax. Yeah. So no, it makes sense. It makes all the sense.
Be different. But the new audience in music, sometimes they get the new artists in Memphis in music kind of want to be the same as the last person they seen come through do it. That's the only thing I don't like about the new culture of music. It's like somebody like the dude who had the song Panda. Mm-hmm. Like that wouldn't have got through, like, you know what I'm saying? Like back in the day, like, because Future's already doing that. Exactly. You know what I mean? So it's like, if I was Future, I would have been I had a problem with Kanye. Like, damn, why would you sign somebody that sounds just like me? You know what I'm saying? But that thing came through and went diamond. So I guess it's like you can't. I guess they get making their paper. So I guess you can't complain. Yeah, can I?
Exactly.
I feel like disrespecting the whole thing. As you know what I'm saying? As Andre said back on AT Aliens, I be feeling like, come on, we got to be a little bit more original or whatever. If everybody's doing that, you know what I mean? Like when you go watch a movie, you don't want to see the same type of movie, the same storyline, the same plot. I don't want to see the same thing every time. You know what's
crazy is we actually talked about this on our way back from Augusta on tour, and we were talking about, and I was thinking the narrative, was it a rollout? Do you think they purposely put him out there knowing that he sounded just like Future, and then made the blogs pick it up to make the record go? Or is it just...
I just think that the people may have been so oversaturated with that sound, and that sound was the sound. So it's like, okay, we love that sound. In this future, I'm just finna rock it. But I just hate when I see people. It's cool to emulate, but you don't gotta reinvent the wheel, but you gotta make a better tire.
And you gotta find yourself.
You gotta find your own thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, don't just like, I just think it's better because even now, okay, yeah, he went diamond, but then like, but then now it's like, okay, well, enjoy that because the people are gonna go back to the originator.
Exactly.
If they want more of it, you know what I'm saying? They're not gonna come back to you, you know what I'm saying?
Impersonator.
The impersonator of it, you know what I mean? And even though he may be living a good life by having a diamond record, if he got his business right, that's cool.
If
If
it's a big if.
It's a big if because if your aunt was a,
like we were talking about it yesterday. I'm like, that's a lot of deals right there. There's Kanye, there's the major label. You might have signed one to get to Kanye. You probably had to sign to somebody to get to Kanye, to Kanye to get to the major. That's like 3 or 4 people's hands in that pocket. And he was on Kanye albums, so you know Kanye got his piece. So
yeah, he got his piece.
Yeah.
It was a lot, you know what I mean? But 10 million records, even with all that, he should have been able to eat something.
Yeah. Eating 2% off that, you're going to be all right.
You're going to be all right, you know what I'm saying? You're going to be all right, but, it's just... For the craft of it though, like the just for the sake of the creativity of it, I just expect more. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
I just expect more. That's all.
So what keeps you in the entertainment space?
Man, it's like it calls me like Pookie, man. It should be calling me, bro. Like, listen, I'm honest. It does, man. That's when I realize it's about purpose, and I don't do it for the applause. I do it for the cause. Okay. It ain't even about purpose. It's simply about. It's all about purpose. It's not about fame. It's not about money. It's like there are some things that I do. Like if I throw a show and book Future, and if he ain't in Little Rock, I'll bring him to Little Rock. I did that. You know what I'm saying? Like because that's a play to make some money.
Exactly.
But when it comes to the craft or whatever, like I really don't do it for the. I do it because I do it because I have because I want to not because I have to, and I do it because it's just like I feel like. Even in Memphis, when Dolph passed away, certain people never even said, rest in peace, Dolph.
That's crazy.
You know what I mean? And I felt like, damn, like, you know what I mean? Like, here's a guy who has done so much for the marketplace. Listen, I'm going to make a record and sample him and do that and pay homage to him because, damn, this man killed it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Independently. You know what I mean? And it's just things that happen that pull me into it. It'd be like, okay, I'll be sitting at the house. I'll give you a real life example. Okay, so I'm sitting at the house when the pandemic hit, like everybody else. Yeah. Everything starts to shut down. Friend of mine, Mike Jackson, calls me and says, yo, bro, I just took over as vice president of Sony Music Publishing. So I need to get all these pub deals going. And I'm like, okay, well, because right now, rappers, what's my boy Trap Beckham? What up, man?
Yeah.
What up, man? Listen, rappers ain't doing shows, right? So it's like, okay, so what do they have to be able to sell? They got to do some publishing deals.
Yes, sir.
So I started to close publishing deals with different artists. So one of them was and like I said, it was just a situation of where he called my phone and was like, yo, I need to get everybody in Memphis and everybody you got in your contact list who need a pub deal. Wow. But they ain't doing no shows right now. So I started going crazy in 20, just going to link up deals. One of the deals was for Frank Ski. He had the Hoes in His House record.
Hoes in His House.
I knew where that sample came from. So as soon as they dropped that record, I was on the phone with Frank Ski ASAP. Like, hey, Frank, you own that record? Yeah, okay, look, let me put you on the phone with Sony and put that play together. He ended up getting $1 million publishing deal based off that.
Well, anytime you need somebody to get $1 million publishing deal, Nietzsche, I'm here.
Hey, man, listen, you got bad contacts too. So if it's anybody I can never contact, you know what I'm saying? Like, then I'm reaching out to somebody who has the
what I mean?
Because I might have had a line, so I had the line, so I was able to make a nice play. You know what I'm saying? Well, shout out to my boy.
Shouts out Trap Beckham in the building, man. He just done popped up.
Hold up, man.
It's a lovely situation when my rich homies pull up on me.
This guy right here, man. I was just watching. What show was I?
You got the whole city on the spot, bro. This is crazy, bro. So many people today.
What song was it, bro? Your birthday song was just on the show I just was watching.
Insecure.
Insecure finale. Yeah. I was just watching this, man. Yeah, congratulations on that, bro. Man, that's a blessing, bro. Seriously, man. Man. Nah, this dude right here, man, is
Facts.
I love this dude.
Big track Beckham, man.
What up, TJ? Yeah, man.
Another day at Ugly Money Studio.
Nah, man. Listen, man. Listen, but now it's like just like that, like, you know what I mean. But them publishing and them placements and them plays that, though they just be calling me, like. So I did him. I did my guy who produced Snow on the Bluff. You know what I mean?
Yeah, Curtis Snow.
No, Snow on the Bluff for J. Cole.
Oh wow.
You know what I'm saying?
That one.
Yeah, no, that record. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, that record right there. That record right there. You know what I'm saying? On my Kinfolk's out in Huntsville, Alabama, man, actually produced that record or whatever. So it's like him. I did his publishing. I did Juicy Fruit's publishing deal. I did D-Mac Pop Your Shit. I did his publishing deal. My boy July, that's Jerry Clark's producer. I did. You know what I'm saying? Like, just being able to try to, you know, it be calling me. Like I said, it wasn't none shaking.
Wow.
When the pandemic came in. And then, like, you know, except for PPPs and all that, and I was going to bust that move, so I brought that play to me. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, like, and then I ended up doing a publishing deal. I started a new publishing company, and then with my guy who owns Tree Sounds. So Tree Sounds Studios, shout out to my boy Paul. So we signed a producer, Lil Haiti, out there, and got him a publishing deal, and he's been making great placements or whatever. So it's like, for me, it's just like, you know, anything a sell and none won't. You dig what I'm saying? So it's like I got to be able to keep, in one hustle too close to none. So it's like multiple hustles. So it's like I got to keep something going and something flowing, because it's just I love the hustle of it. I love it. And then it's like the opportunities you be able to, like, here's a young producer who may not have nothing going on. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shout out to my boy Kelvin Wooten too, out of Huntsville. He the one who did that Snow on the Bluff record for J. Cole. What up, Kelvin? But like, you may have a producer that, not him, but producers that don't have something going on, and they got a record and they trying to get some bread.
Wow. And
then you be able to bring that through. In Christmas last year, there's a producer I signed. He was sleeping in his car, and God brought his check through. His wire came through on Christmas Eve. You know what I mean? So it's like those feelings like that.
Yeah.
When you be seeing how you helping somebody and touching their life and changing their life or whatever by doing something like that.
Yeah.
Like, it's a blessing, bro. So
has it ever gone wrong? Meaning, you know, like, meaning you've gone hard for somebody to get them to open the door, because a lot of these doors that you're opening for people, they obviously couldn't open for themselves. They would have done it if they could. If you could open the door for yourself, you would have done it. You would have done it. So Kia Shine,
you open the door for you open the door for them, and then you tell them, look, bro, I got a play for you. I'm finna bring you about $700,000.
There it is.
So for me bringing you $700 now. Look, just shoot me, man. Like, shoot me 10%, 5%, whatever you feel like. It's cool. I ain't tripping. And then, you look at a person who finna make $700,000 off a play you making, and I tell you, the fact that I tell you 5% of that, which is $35,000, which is no real money, or even 10%, which is $70,000.
Yeah.
You would think an individual will be like, damn, whatever.
Let's go.
Man, listen, you'll be amazed on how individuals, once that did, how people change, how they switch up or whatever and stuff, and they do. But the thing about it is, like, when you do those things, when you short change God people, you know what I'm saying? Like, then it'd be like, man, a fool and his money will soon part. So it's like, you might do that and you get that money, and then you don't do the right thing, you don't bust down with the right people and stuff like that, then you find yourself in the same place that you was at before you got the check.
Trying to get back up.
Trying to get back up.
You done burnt that bridge.
And when you burn a bridge, you can't come back across it.
He gonna get
you know
wet.
What I mean? It's gonna get wet trying to come back across it. So it'd be like, it's stuff like that. So I keep it humble so I don't crumble in life. I won't fumble, man. And I try to tell that to other individuals. But it's all good. I just keep it moving.
Yeah.
Because, like, even when you think you short me, but I'm blameless. So then my phone will ring for another play that might be saying, I just got booked for another movie. You know what I mean? It'd be like those things or whatever. So I just try to keep my thing, like, in the right place. Oh, shout out to my boy Band Play too. Yeah. Shout out to Band Play. I got a Miss Pub deal up there too.
Let's get it.
I mean, so it's a few behind the scenes move. I'm owning off the mic with this thing, man. Or on the screen and behind the screen. As long as is at the end of the day, you know what I mean, I can see it coming in, and it's a plus. Then it's I got 6 kids. I got 2 kids in college, 4 of them. You know what I mean? It right here in Atlanta. That's born in Atlanta. You know what I mean? So it's like, I have to keep everything going because if you got kids, bro, like however much money you got, ain't enough money. Ain't enough money.
And you can't have no bad months.
Oh, and listen, the bad months, they got to eat every day.
Got to figure it out.
You got to figure it out.
Point blank period.
You have to figure it out, man, and that's the real thing. Like, you know what I mean? Like, man, and that's why I not say that's so much preach, but I speak so much on the positive vibes on Coffee with Kinfolk, and I keep talking about these things because they be talking about my own life.
Yeah.
It be things I've been went through, man. Like when you don't know when you down to nothing, understand that then God be up to something.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? But it's only if you're in the right will and you've been living right, you've been giving right, because man. The storm, everybody get wet. So it's like, you know what I mean? You go through certain things. So it's like, but you got to go through it. You got to go through it. And you got to grow through it. You got to keep going. So, don't stop. Because like I told you, when everything had shut down for the pandemic, I'm sitting there like, damn, everything stopped. Except then my phone will ring. And it's like, let's do this. You know what I mean?
I think the pandemic was the time that hustlers got to show they was really hustlers, right?
Yeah, that skill set.
Because you got people with regular jobs that may have, came upon hard times.
Yes.
But a lot of hustlers flourished.
Oh, for sure.
I
2020
definitely
was a great year.
Me too.
2020 was a great year.
I'm being most humble when I say this. Last year, me and such was in my living room trying to figure this stuff out. And today we got our own 4,000 square foot media complex.
Hey, congratulations on that, man.
And that really came about during COVID. Like we got to figure out something else to do.
Yeah.
Because I was doing slap contests at the time. I was getting girls slapped in the ring. I was doing a slap contest. I don't know if you ever seen them. 1, 2. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me.
Memphis too.
Yeah. So I was getting girls slapped, and such was DJing. But okay, well they shut all the clubs down. So it's like, well, we ain't getting no doors.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? We ain't getting no bookings, so we just had to, refine our hustle and find other ways around it to get to the bag. Because, you got a little nest egg, but who wants to go into the nest egg?
Man, listen, me and Mike Jones had a conversation. He'd be like, Kinfolk, listen, man, you don't want to go in your vault and get it out your vault. You know what I mean? Because, listen, man, you're going to spend money every day.
Yes, sir.
You spend money every day on everything. So it's like, man, you got to keep 3 or 4. Listen, one is too close to none. So one is too close to none, man. So if you got that one nest egg, man, that money you gonna spend that money, man. That money got to be working. If that motherfucker money is sitting still, that motherfucker gonna get spent. It's necessary right now, like, because if you got all that bread and cash, it's 2 things. Either you got your club going, they gonna say, okay, cash business, or they gonna look at you like, you know what I mean? Okay, you got to be doing something illegal. Because they got everything, the digital currency now. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and they're keeping up with everything now. So we got to be smart.
No,
you know what I mean?
Now, cryptocurrency is something that I have told myself that's definitely on my to-do list. Like not even long term, short term. Like within the month. Like I'm actually
because you ain't even got like my friend came to my house, bro. DJ who been my boy DJ Flip out of Dallas, been my friend forever. Came to my house and was like, bro, you need to put $5,000 in Bitcoin. It's at 31. At the time, 31,000. And me, I said, okay, man, I don't know much about this shit, but I put just a couple thousand. Let me, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I don't know about it, right? Man, listen, that shit shot all the way up to 65. You know what I mean? And I just went back down again, but it shot up to 65 like 6 weeks ago. And it's like, okay, this man, I've seen this man. This man showed me what he had in it then. Wow. And he showed me what he had in when that shit flipped to 65 when he was 31. I said, oh my God. So I made some money, but I was like, dang,
should have put that.
I should have put the whole nickel in there. But now it just went down again.
Okay.
So this time I wasn't dumb. I'm like, you know what? Okay, I'm gonna put. Let me just, you know what I'm saying? Let me see because I'm telling you.
Well, I'm doing it too.
That Bitcoin, bro.
I'm doing it today.
Get some Bitcoin.
We're doing it today.
Get some Bitcoin. Son.
It went down.
It's down now. So why is when it's in the red and it's going down? That's the time to buy. So when that shit's down, you got blood in the water. That means blood in the market, man. Buy it then, and then it's going to go up. I don't know about all the other coins, Dogecoin, Dogecoin, all that shit, whatever. But that Bitcoin and the Ethereum, those 2 things. Yeah, that shit is finna regulated. Y'all finna be seeing that shit. Like, that shit gonna get up to 200,000 one day, bro. Like, seriously. So, like, it's gonna be there in the 200 per coin. So, it's like just...
Do you leave it in or you take it out?
I just leave it in there.
No, you don't touch nothing.
Yeah. Now what you can do, like with alternate coins, like in the HNT and stuff like that, you can. But like my boy did, he when he had that 31, it went to 65. Okay, cool. He took him a 20 piece out of what he had in there and let the rest ride. You can't take it all out, because if you take it all out, then it's like if you buy it at 31 or you buy it at 32, you take it all out after you make your flip. Then it's like, damn, that shit go up to 65. Then you gonna try to buy some more. You ain't gonna be able to have them hoes at 31 no more.
Exactly.
So you want to at least keep some of it in there. But that Bitcoin stuff, bro, like that stuff is really something that we need to be educating ourselves on, because they about to, the government itself is going into that side of it too. So it's about to be regulated. So niggas need to have, if nothing else, man, nigga have about 500,000, some on that Bitcoin and that Ethereum, ETH. Those two right there. That's what, you know what I mean, is the move.
That's the play, man. Hey, 2022, we goddamn get the game away, goddamn.
Hey, man, we got to, man. We got to.
Because you know what? They don't educate us in school like they should as far as financial literacy, knowing about finances, knowing about how the dollar works, knowing about how currency works. You know, I remember growing up thinking that I was supposed to pay everything off. I wanted cash. I'm paying off everything. And I remember when I finally got to the point of buying cars that I couldn't afford cash or didn't want to pay cash for, and they telling me, hey, Mr. Harris, you don't have bad credit. You got no credit.
Yeah.
I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
It's like you just don't have any credit history at all. You know, you got a cell phone from 2005. And I'm like, well, I always thought that I was supposed to just buy this. I want the car cash, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And you know, now learning, you know, as an adult, learning more about like credit, trade lines, things of that nature, it opens your eyes. And I'm like, yo, I never got that memo.
No, listen, you're a first generation just like me. Most of us all in this room are first generation. We come from the crack era, is the era of broken homes. So we come from not knowing. Okay, so then we have to learn it, and we have to learn and earn fast. Become quick studies, real quick. Learn to earn, learn to earn, learn to earn. But our kids, though, we can give our kids all the game. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And they can go ahead and go ahead and, like, you know, we can pay it forward. But it is one of those things where we don't get the literacy, we don't get taught it, so we got to pick it up. But that's why I love shows and platforms like these, and that's why I love that podcasts are becoming popular. That means people are listening.
Yes, sir.
In their mind, they're looking for tools and jewels. They're mining on the internet, looking for some jewels, some free jewelry, something they can be able to get. They can stick with them.
Yes, sir.
So it's our job as the OGs to give them some of this game, but then come back though. And come to the Ugly Money Music Summit. Come spend that what you earn from what you learn. Come spend that to the individual.
Keep it in a circle.
Keep it flowing and going around. That's what need to be happening though. Like, you know what I mean? And they ain't gonna. That's why it's our responsibility to do that, to give that information. And if you give, you're gonna receive.
No, facts. Now, if you had $1 million to invest in something, if you got $1 million, hey, I got this spare $1 million at the house.
Spare million.
Talk
about that spare million. Yeah.
And you want to invest that spare $1 million in whatever to make you flip it into $10 million. If Keyshawn has $1 million, what is he investing in?
Well, I want to say something, but I'm gonna just. That's a good question. I'm gonna say this. Okay. I think certain things are never going to play out of style. They're not making no more earth. So so buying some real estate or buying some land, that shit, no matter what technology they come out with, no matter what new gadget, new shit they got, that land until they start selling some real estate on Mars or some shit like that, that land is gonna still be valuable. The land and the real estate gonna still always be valuable. You're gonna have a place to stay at. I always tell my kids, I'm like at the end of the day, if as a father, if I leave you all y'all got a house where it's yours and it's your house, and can't nobody take you from this property. You know what I mean? You got somewhere you can lay and stay. Yeah. And you own it. Okay, then you got something to work with. You just talked about, for me, I would invest in land. I would go gas. You know what I mean? Like, the stocks and the gas, I still would go gas. Yeah. And then I would invest some in the electric stuff that's going on too, because my next vehicle gonna be an electric vehicle. Like, have you seen that the G-Wagon EQV?
Man,
oh my God! Like, but I'm just saying, like the
you know, Georgia's getting a what is it, Ravina? Yeah, we're getting a plant here in Georgia.
That's another.
Yeah.
That you should also invest in their stock too, because their Ravina stock is going up. But it's like I would invest in just the simple things. Like I would still, the trucking business still is good money. Like you know what I mean, the box trucks, the 18-wheelers, is because no matter what they make technology-wise, they got to ship it somewhere.
There it is.
So it's like those things or whatever. I think just the simple things, you know what I mean? Some of those simple things gonna always still make some money.
No, facts. Now let's get back into some music.
Indeed.
Now you done got everybody in this publishing, everybody a deal in the publishing deal except for Ugly Money. It's cool.
Hey man, we're gonna recommend this shit out. It's
even though I'm retired, you know what I'm saying? I mean,
but that don't mean you can't find a young hot producer.
Exactly. So
yeah.
if I got some tracks or I got some records that I feel is gonna shake the room as an artist or a producer, how does one acquire a production deal, and what if the people that are giving production deals looking for?
I mean, basically, I think it starts with it's the music business, so it starts with the music. The music has to be right, you know what I mean, and that starts with the music, you know what I mean. So let's get the beats in your production and your skill set. As far as the producers I'm talking to right now, that's listening to us right now, like let's get that skill set all the way tight and right, you know what I mean. Let's get that sound all the way there, because once you get a placement, once someone bites down and say they want to cop one of your records, at that point in time is when it's time to speak about, okay, cool, I got this one, you got this one, but I got, you know what I mean? You start to go ahead and let the people hear everything you got. And I think once they hear like those competitive records,
yes, sir,
then they're going to immediately want to come on and do, and it makes sense. You know what I mean? Okay, if I've caught the next Metro Boomin,
yes, sir,
and I get one beat, and he done play me 12 beats or 20 beats or 100 beats, and all I'm banging. Okay, cool. Get that man for a song deal. Get that man for 10. Get 10 beats from this man for a certain good rate. So before he blow all the way up, you be able to get him at that hometown that Kinfolk rate. So I think doing that is key. But I think like a lot of it is getting your craft together, and then a lot of your producers gonna have to give away some beats too. You know what I mean? Because the thing about it is, even if somebody gives you an advance for a beat, it's just that the advance. The money really gonna come is when that beat that you produce with that artist becomes a successful record, and that record starts to actually work and actually monetize. So it's like, it's gonna be about really just get you a good tag. You know what I mean? Tag is everything. Get the right tag, and then make them beats right. You know what I mean? And at that point, I think, you and just go meet. Just press the flesh, man. I mean, it's cool to DM beats and stuff like that, man. But like back in the day, man, we didn't have social media, so it's like you had to really pull up on people. You had to make an impression. You had to talk to people. You had to, you know what I mean? Like you had to really come in, and walk in the room and press play on somebody, man. Sir. And I think a lot of times, these producers are kind of like, you on your Instagram, you popping it, but like when
they want to be in the house all day.
Come in there, you got to get up, come in the room, get out. You know what I mean? Like, you got to do. Even me tonight, I'm like, damn. I looked at I'm like, these guys are about an hour and 10 minutes away from where I'm at. But at the same time, though, like, and that's gonna be a 2-hour commute. But at the end of the day, it's like you got to still go press the flesh. You got to go do that. So I think today's generation be kind of slacking on that. They want to get it all on their phone, and it's cool, but it's a gift and a curse too. If you want people to really fuck with you, pull up on them. Let a person feel your energy. You know what I mean? Run up in these studios, man. Run up on these rappers, man. Run up on these rappers, man. Like not too, don't run up on them with shot, but run up on them, like try to get, and get these beats placed, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Because that's at the end of the day, man, like, it's about the beats. And then if you're a writer and you're writing songs, it's going to be the same way. You're going to have to go make these relationships. And the relationships going to require you to be, like, get you some people skills, man. That's all I'm saying.
You got to go shake some hand, kiss some babies.
You got to, man. You got to campaign your thing, man.
You know what I'm saying? You might have the best records in the world, but if you just a whole fuck, niggas ain't going to want to work with your ass, man.
You can put your energy off, you know what I mean? And it's just like you got to be humble. So I think, like, if you can be humble enough to be able to know you got that thing, man, like, and keep going at it, Man, one of them days, bro, like it's gonna be that day. It don't happen overnight, but it happens over many nights, and one of them nights gonna be them nights, bro.
Now, out of all the things that you've done, and all the deals that you've garnered, and all the plays and moves you've busted in business, you've done, what is Kia Shine most proud of?
I think the giving part of it. Like when I was in Memphis for I performed the halftime for the Memphis Grizzlies. I just got back home, right back here yesterday, and I'm like the giving part. Like the what I like the most about it is like anything that I've done to help somebody else. Those are the things that seem to be that stick. You know what I mean? The thing that I've done to help. So I just enjoy the help, man. I just like, you know what I mean? If I help somebody get to the next level in their situation, I want to be that person. I want to be, you see, we got to be that person that we didn't have when we was coming up.
Yes, sir. No, facts.
Like, you got to be that person that like, man, like, okay, bro, come on, man. Let me help you. You know what I mean? Like, just the help part, like, you know what I mean? I know I'm just meant to be able to be a connector and to be able to help. Sometimes God blesses me to be able to be the face of something and get out there or whatever and stuff, or play and stuff or do stuff. But at the end of the day, bro, like the stuff that really matters is what you've done to be able to help somebody else get their scenario going, because they gonna always, most people, if they trill, they gonna come back and they gonna extend your life in the game.
No,
you know what I mean? And that's what I'm living.
There is nothing, at least, and I agree with you totally, because I feel like there's nothing more rewarding than to see someone that you have helped come from point A and go up to point B. You know what I'm saying? Like I can remember China Monet when I first met her, and she had like 700 followers. And she was working at Olive Garden in Albany, Georgia.
And now she up though.
Yeah, now she got a Benz. She live in Atlanta, 70,000, getting X amount of dollars for a feature, and like that is like super rewarding for me, and it's just like, yo, I was a part of that. You feel what I'm saying?
Part of their journey, man.
No, that is it's almost like the kids. It's almost like the babies. It's almost like your kids. You know what I'm saying?
Because God bless you to be a blessing.
That is.
And when you that, it's like, man, you gonna always be blessed, bro. Like you give enough people what they want, somebody gonna end up giving you what you want. You know what I'm saying? So.
Well, we need some deals.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna put it in the universe.
Nah, I touch and agree on it. Listen, I touch and agree on it, man. Like, but I ain't gonna lie, though. I ain't gonna lie to you. What I have found the funnest for though is that acting, bro.
Let's talk about that movie, man. Let's talk about the movies, man. That just came out of nowhere. Like
that is like I said. If you give enough people what they want, somebody gonna end up giving you what you want. And it's like, man, I'm like, man, Atlanta is really, I love this place, man.
Me too.
I love Atlanta, man, because it's just like, it's so much business here, man. It's like, it's so much, bro, y'all, it's like
a buffet.
It's a buffet.
And if you can't see it, you blind.
I'm like, really, you can come out here and you can really go audition for something and get something and change your life. Like, bro, that shit don't happen. You don't, like, that's not, those options aren't in every city like that. Those options that we be having out here that we sometimes people take for granted.
Yeah.
Bro, it's a blessing to be able to be.
Facts.
It's all kind of full thriving Hollywood, film, television, music.
It's all here.
Everything is just like, is a corporation spending money with it's all the money is here. It's out here.
Atlanta's Wakanda, dog.
It is, bro. And they shooting part 2 right now.
They
shooting part 2 in Atlanta right now.
Big guy give a shout out to Atlanta, man.
Man, shout out to Atlanta.
To Atlanta, man.
For real, man. This it's blessing, bro. But like when you
changed my life.
It's changed my life, bro. That acting thing is like it's changed my life in the sense that, like, you know, when you doing music, you gotta always you never get off. There's no getting off when you do music. You don't have to be on the Instagram. You send the music out. You gotta. It still don't stop.
Yeah.
That film, no. Man, listen, man. When you go, when them folk book you and tell you got that role, and you go do that role, man. Listen, that's it. That's it. You got, man. That's it. You know, man. Listen, when they play it, it's the same royalties shit like how it is in music. You know what I'm saying, y'all? But think about how many times people might stream a movie versus how many times somebody stream music. Like them movies streaming crazily. So it's like you do your part. And it's so many more people out there, bro. It's like the movies, man. It's like when they tell you they got $100 million budget for a movie, bro. It's really 100 M's being brought out here. Let's say you the star. Okay, so you make it 25, and then the rest of the stars get they whatever they gonna get right. But bro, it's still 50 million being spent, and it's being spent, bro. Like I'm talking about, it's being spent. Like Big Boy, he's selling all the trailers. He got a company where he's just they book the trailers from him. It's like any hairstylist, makeup, wardrobe people, lighting, film people, dudes behind the camera. It's whatever your hustle is, man. It's that money coming down to you. All that big ass budget, all these budgets. Everybody is touching some of that money, man, and making a damn good living.
Better go get you some.
Off of this, it's when I was doing this movie, we just shot. It's called They Clone Tyrone. It's got Jamie Foxx, Kiefer Sutherland, and John Boyega, the dude who played Murder in P Valley. He in it.
Okay.
It's a few people. And they had a $75 million budget for this movie, right? All right. These people were shooting over. You know where you come up West Side, you Hollywood, you come all the way up Hollywood, like before you get to like North Side, like all right. So right there we shooting, but right there, right. They needed all these people to move from this side of the street to the other side of the street. It was getting late. I told the director, I said, man, you know what? Y'all might want to get these folks some food or something, bro, because over here, in a minute, bro, it's finna be dark, and they finna be riled up. Man, these folks wasn't moving. They said, man, we ain't moving. No, this is our hood. Do you know these folks paid these people, man, it was about $7,000 worth of cash apps to get these folks to move from one side of the street to the other side of the street.
Wow.
Literally was just sending cash apps out to these folks, man. That was to make these folks move so they get this shot.
So how you get into the acting auditions then?
Well, B's got some questions.
That was just crazy to me that they just like they got a lot of budget.
Yeah.
If you thinking music budget is something, the film and TV budgets are big. And if you don't have to be the star, you don't have to be the actor. You could be behind the scenes, but it's just a lot of money that's being infiltrated into Atlanta.
Well, my boy B said, how I get into the acting shit.
So I
We get it.
This is how you get into acting. You're gonna have to get you an acting coach.
Okay.
Like Terry Vaughn, she was my acting coach. She was really good. She played in the Steve Harvey show and all that. But get you an acting coach. Acting coaches know the acting agents. So once you get you a coach, and they probably gonna charge you something. That, they're gonna have their monthly, weekly, whatever they have you doing, learn the skill set. Because the skill set is like how to block your scenes. It's just certain skill things you need to like, terminology and shit you need to learn.
Yeah.
Then after that, you get your agent. After that, bro, it's like
it's on and popping.
Once you get your agent, you're on and popping. Because it's like, bro, it's just jobs out here, bro. It's just so many jobs, bro, that people going for out here, bro. Like, it's so many opportunities, bro. Like, that is like, damn. You know what I mean? So it's like you just gotta put
take
advantage of it. But like, yeah, and then a lot of it is research too. You're on your own, like just research. Like, bro, look, just man. I be telling folks, man, don't be a dumb individual with a smartphone.
Come on,
you know what I'm saying? Like, you got a smartphone, man. You can Google top agencies in Atlanta. You can run up on these folks. They out here, and you can run up on. You can just walk up in there. Hey, well, you know what I'm saying? Have your pictures and shit. Hey. You know what I mean? They looking. It's like you were talking about having a business that was like you were talking about doing your parties on a Friday.
Yeah. Being
in a lane that don't have a lot of traffic.
Come on,
man. It's a different kind of traffic. It's not a lot of traffic in the film and TV, and it ain't like as like in music you need to have. It's like maybe 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 motherfuckers. Okay, the rapper, the DJ, the manager. Yeah. It's just like these individuals, right? Nah, bro. In film and TV, bro, when you go to set. When you watch the movie, at the end of the movie, see all them credits, see all them names. Mm-hmm. I mean, you watch how long the credits run. Think how many cars that is of them people that's at the set. You come to set, man, it's all these people. So it's too many people to be like hating. It's like, to me, it's too many people. It's like, it's too many.
Everybody get paid.
It ain't like the rap. Rap, niggas say, well, it's tough business in film and TV. It is too. There's a lot of rejection and shit too. But it ain't the same as rap, bro. Rap is like more like, it's like if you a hot nigga and you got the hot record, you may be a fuck nigga to your heart or whatever and do all kind of crazy dumb shit, but because you got the record, they gonna let, you know what I'm saying, until your record go down, it's pretty much gonna be on you.
Yeah.
That one person can't have that much power. Like it seems like in the film and TV shit. Like it seemed like, bro, like you can't like the rapper. Okay, you got a rapper go do the show. You got the manager. Bro, if you the actor, you still gotta have all the other actors to be able to do your shit.
Exactly.
You gotta be a nigga who writing the script. You gotta have it's so many other pieces. You have to work with people. But rap shit be like, man, you know, it's more like, man, ain't nobody straight, man. Fuck, I got here on my own. There's 1,000 niggas on stage with you now, but I got this shit on my own. All this shit, man. I don't get it's rap is just a little bit different. Like, you know what I mean? It's just more it's just a little bit more aggressive, a little bit more negative, and people don't really like to work with each other.
It's all facts.
But you know what I mean? On the TV, you gotta work with each other.
Man, the gems that have been dropped today, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like I should have charged y'all for this. I feel like everybody that watched this interview should cash at me a quick 40 piece.
A 40 piece.
A 40. You know, I don't want a lot. You know, you just cash at me a quick 40 piece.
40 piece.
You know what I'm saying? Cash at Kia 60.
Hey.
You know what I mean? I'm going to keep it real.
You can go to coffeewithkinfolk.com and cop some merch. You know what I'm saying? Just cop some coffeewithkinfolk.com.
Yeah.
Merch, man.
Quick little 3-5 goddamn mid or something.
Look, 3-5 to get it up.
Hey man, just let these folk know where they can follow you at to get the more of the gems, the game,
no doubt,
and
man.
this new music that you got.
Coffeewithkinfolk.com. I always push my website, coffeewithkinfolk.com, because of the fact that, like, you know, Instagram, Facebook, whatever your popular social media is, you know, hey, you just come to My Real Estate Online, coffeewithkinfolk.com. Come there, merch, messages, music, and more. Films, all that, like, you know, it's cool things on the way, man. It's gonna be a nice year, man. So, you know, I'm just thankful, man. Like, you know what I mean? But definitely tap in, y'all, man, and keep supporting Ugly Money, Nisha, what he got going, bro. Because, like, listen, man, give people their roses while they can still be alive to smell them, man. You know what I mean? Because we ain't gonna need your nose when you leave, man. Like, there's like guys that are doing a thing that you see in front of you, that's grinding, that's doing anything, man. Give these folks their roses, man. Because people will die in this thing, bro. You never know what'll happen when we leave here. So be thankful for the time you have, and none more important than the now. And just keep supporting. Fuck with who fuck with you, man. Like, seriously, man. And keep tapping into them good relationships, man. And, like, you know what I mean? Give folks their roses while they're alive, man. Don't be afraid to see somebody else be successful. If you can't give it up to somebody else when they're being successful, you will never be successful.
Facts.
You know what I'm saying? Ever.
Facts,
so, like,
man.
you know what I mean? Give it up, man.
Thank you, brother.
Blessings, man.
You can follow me. This was one of them ones. Somebody asked me my cash app. I'm about to send it to you.
This is what I'm talking about. Boy, it's really
I'm about to give you some cookout tonight, man. You can follow me at Ugly Money Nisha. That's Ugly Money, Niche. Remember, the bigger the dream, the bigger the risk, the bigger the payoff. This has been the Ugly Money Podcast with Kinfolk, Kia Shine.